Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I am very proud to bring you the first of 4 in the Mattel Masterverse, Masters of the Universe Revelation line. This of course is He-Man. I do have the other 3 characters, and they will be being reviewed very soon. So, with all of these characters, I have to show the box because I do like it so much. You've got the Masterverse on the top. Some nice hidden gems in there if I can get rid of the reflection. Take a look, pause it, see if you can find anything. Of course, it is brought to you by Netflix, Masters of the Universe Revelation He-Man. The side box art is truly amazing. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll notice that I did put up a video of all these boxes lined up together. I might pause that and put that here now. And that's enough of that. So, moving on, the back of the box itself does have its own wonderful box art. There is the bio, obviously Mattel, 4 other characters in the line, and then on this side it just says He-Man. So, that being said, let's get him cracked open and see what he has in store for us. And here we have He-Man with everything he comes with. You got the figure itself, of course. You do have the shield, which is done in a nice silver gray. It's kind of the swirly plastic, but it looks kind of speckled a little bit. You can see right there, there's a swirl. But the orange is nicely painted. It looks really good. On the back side, you've got some unpainted leather straps. Does look good enough. He comes with, in addition to the fisted hand and the open hand, you get 2 grabbing hands left and right. Both of them do pivot. They have the pins there that are on hinges and move. And then you get the power sword itself. And this is exactly the same as what came with Skelegod. Painted silver on the end. The rest is just gray plastic, with the exception being the brown handle. Sculpted well enough. I think it looks pretty good. The hands you can swap out, just like everything else, as I bump the camera. It does have the simple peg mechanism. So bring in the appropriate holding hand. It does click into place nicely. And for this hand, we'll give him the sword, which he does hold nice and tight. There's no looseness to this at all. Not even, it's even difficult to twist. As far as the shield goes, with the open hand, just slide it over, and it will, actually you'll feel it lock into place. And it holds exceptionally well too. So overall, the accessories are done very, very well. Let's take a look at He-Man himself. Now, the biggest gripe that people had was his face sculpt, and rightly so. He definitely has too much of a passive look on his face, more of a Prince Adam than I would say He-Man. I do wish he came with an additional head sculpt, maybe a yelling head or something other than just the intense-eyed happy boy. It really isn't fitting for the sculpt, to be honest. That's the only disappointment I have about this figure, but the hair is done nicely. You got some dirt in there. They gave it a nice wash. The eyes do look good. I'm not a fan of the neck per se, because it does have some forward and back motion. Not much side to side, but he can look that far up and that far down. But the problem is it's set too far forward, I think. With the springiness in the chest, a lot of the times the chest wants to settle here. So you're stuck with this neck forward position. You really have to take the time and make sure that the chest is set appropriately in order to avoid that, but it's still there a little bit. But I mean, it's not the biggest deal. It's by no means a deal breaker. Looking at the chest, you do have the Heman symbol and his vest, for lack of a better term, web gear, I guess. You can take it off. Simple strap mechanism. Nicely sculpted. A little bit of a shiny neck. It's kind of weird, but anyhow. The arms themselves are nicely sculpted. You do get shoulder movement up to there. The arms will go all the way around, and all of these joints are tight. The looseness that we saw in all the previous videos, the pre-production samples, have been remedied. That or those have just been handled so much that they were like that. You do get rotation right above the bicep. You do get a nice double jointed elbow for more than 90 degrees, which is nice. Wrists do swivel, and again, you do get that pivot. The chest, again, very nicely sculpted. You do have an ab crunch in the upper part of the abdomen, so you've got a decent amount of motion there, which is really good. Waist can swivel. Nicely done abs, nice belt, and his loincloth, for lack of a better term, looks really good. Nicely sculpted legs. They are on T-jointed ball joints, so you can get up to there. You can rotate on the thigh cut. Knees, again, double jointed, so you get a lot of motion there. You have a boot cut, and then the feet have up and down, as well as a nice rocker. And the issue with Skelegod's feet has been eliminated at this point. These guys do not suffer from that, as far as I can tell. Not too sure about Skeletor, but we'll see. But the boots are very nicely painted and detailed. You can see the individual leather straps there, and then the fur. And then coming up the back, I think he looks really, really good. This arm does obviously have his miniature shield. Nicely painted. Straps on this one are brown. I don't know why they couldn't make the straps on the shield brown, but no big deal, Mattel. Just for future plans, that's all I'm saying. So, overall, I think he looks really good. The only bad thing I've noticed is, much like you get with the swirly plastic, if you can see it, there is some swirling here in the thighs. It's minor. I mean, I literally had to look for it to find it, so it's a very minor issue. Overall, the sculpt is nice. I'm just not too keen on the head sculpt and the neck movement. Other than that, I think he is tremendous. Here he is with a 6-inch figure from the Black Series line, and another 7-inch line figure in the McFarlane Toys Warhammer 40K Space Marine. And here he is with Wavemate Evelyn. I've been wanting to do this ever since I got this figure. He does look amazing on Battlecat. Final thoughts on this guy. I think that Mattel has definitely stepped up their game with this line. That head sculpt, though, honestly. Um, he is very well sculpted, and he's not quite as tan as some of the future or the past releases, I should say, but I think he does look really good. It's definitely a great homage to the originals as far as his decor goes. And to be honest, I'm really excited for the new series to come out on Netflix on the 23rd. I did read the digital version of the prequel comic. I liked it so much I ordered both cover versions of the paper version, so I've got that to look forward to also. So I guess you could say I definitely am all in on this line. But uh, great figure. I do highly recommend it if you can find it. I went to Walmart and found them all in one day, so I was extremely excited. I went back the next day and every single one was gone. So they're pretty popular. Good luck on your hunting. But Walmart definitely did receive a side stack of these. But he does come highly recommended for me. Definitely. Keep an eye out for him and the other figures in the line. I hope that you enjoyed this review, and I hope to see you again next time.